Whales communicate through complex songs and sounds, some of which travel very long distances. The largest animals on Earth provide nutrient sources for the global ocean, thereby supporting phytoplankton at the base of the marine food web. As a result, whales contribute to the production of considerable oxygen. These long-lived mammals rival humans for long lifespans. In short, whales are critically important to the continuation of other organisms on this planet. Not surprisingly, I have bad news about whales. According to the headline at National Geographic on July 29, 2025, blue whales are going eerily silent, and scientists say it's a warning sign. The haunting subhead, quote, a 6-year study off California's coast shows how marine heat waves and noise pollution are silencing the ocean's largest singers. Does saving the ocean start with hearing it? End quote. The lead sings with harmony. Quote, beneath the ocean's surface, a symphony ripples and rolls, ricochets and hums, and whales pour their songs into the deep soundscape like streams of molten silver. End quote. The following paragraph introduces technology into the story. Quote, deep within the noise, a 32-mile-long cable stretches out from the California coastline along the seafloor, tethered to the ground 3,000 feet below the surface. At its end is a 2-inch wide metal cylinder standing on 3 legs. This hydrophone, an underwater microphone, can record and trace the ocean's shifting harmonies for years on end. End quote. 2 paragraphs later, beauty and technology are combined. Quote, by tuning into these underwater songs, scientists can decode the rhythms of ocean life, listening for signs of imbalance and resilience, and tracking how marine species respond to human impact. As whales navigate seas transformed by climate change, noise, and industrial activity, their voices offer a vital record of a world in flux. End quote. 2 paragraphs later, a peer-reviewed paper is introduced, along with a hint about the importance of whale songs. Quote, in a study published earlier this year, which traced more than 6 years of acoustic monitoring in the Central California current ecosystem, a team of researchers found clear patterns in whale song across seasons and years. By chance, the recordings began during a massive marine heat wave unlike anything seen before in the region. End quote. The peer-reviewed paper is described in the next paragraph. Quote, the study documented whale songs beginning in July 2015 and revealed that different species responded differently. Humpbacks have a more diverse diet and were able to adapt to harsh conditions. Their songs didn't change. But blue and fin whales feed almost exclusively on krill, and their songs were detected less often than years prior. End quote. A horrible result is described in the next paragraph. Quote, the heat wave reduced the food whales rely on and triggered harmful changes in ocean chemistry, allowing toxic algae to bloom. End quote. According to the first author of the peer-reviewed paper, the toxic algae, quote, caused the most widespread poisoning of marine mammals ever documented. These were hard times for whales. End quote. The peer-reviewed open-access paper was published on February 26, 2025. Created by 18 scholars, it is titled Audible Changes in Marine Trophic Ecology, Baleen Whale Song Tracks Foraging Conditions in the Eastern North Pacific. It was published in PLOS One. PLOS means the Public Library of Science. The extensive abstract provides an excellent overview of the research and its findings. I will not read the scientific names of the 3 whale species mentioned in the abstract. Quote, among tremendous biodiversity within the California current ecosystem are gigantic mysticetes, baleen whales, that produce structured sequences of sound described as song. From 6 years of passive acoustic monitoring within the Central California current ecosystem, we measured seasonal and interannual variations in the occurrence of blue, fin, and humpback whale song. Song detection during 11 months of the year defined its prevalence in this foraging habitat and its potential use in behavioral ecology research. Large interannual changes in song occurrence within and between species motivates examination of causality. Humpback whales uniquely exhibited continuous interannual increases, rising from 34% to 76% of days over 6 years, and we examine multiple hypotheses to explain this exceptional trend. Potential influences of physical factors on detectability, including masking and acoustic propagation, were not supported by analysis of wind data or modeling of acoustic transmission loss. Potential influences of changes in local population abundance, site fidelity, or migration timing were supported for 2 of the interannual increases in song detection based on extensive local photo ID data, 17,356 IDs of 2,407 individuals. Potential influences of changes in foraging ecology and efficiency were supported across all years by analyses of the abundance and composition of forage species. Following detrimental food web impacts of a major marine heat wave that peaked during the first year of the study, foraging conditions consistently improved for humpback whales in the context of their exceptional prey switching capacity. Stable isotope data from humpback and blue whale biopsy samples are consistent with observed interannual variations in the regional abundance and composition of forage species. This study thus indicates that major interannual changes in detection of baleen whale song may reflect underlying variations in forage species availability driven by energetic variations in ecosystem state. End quote. Surprise, surprise, I have bad news. Important species in this global ocean are declining, as evidenced by this case of whales within the California current ecosystem. These stunningly beautiful whales, which provide enormous benefits to other species, are dying. I would love to believe that their dying is exceptional. Unfortunately, the final mass extinction event on Earth indicates otherwise.